Cibiya ta Zongo Beshin Ghana tana gabatar da Zongo Shark Tank, shirin da aka tsara don tallafawa matasa 'yan kasuwan Zongo don rage talauci a cikin al'umma. Mutum 200 suka shigar da sunayensu, amma za a ba mahalarta 100 damar da za su gabatar da ra'ayoyinsu. Za a zaɓi mutum 10 cikin 100, kuma masu nasara 3 za su samu babban jari na 10,000 Ghana cedi kowanensu. Abokan taimako su ne Allied Consortium Limited, IYD da Afro Arab. Abokan jarida su ne Baina TV da MSTV. A ci gaba da kallon tashoshin nan don ƙarin bayani da tallafawa a kira wannan lamba 030-225939 030-225939. Zongo Shark Tank, shirin da aka tsara don tallafawa matasa 'yan kasuwan Zongo don rage talauci a cikin al'umma. Za a ba mahalarta damar da za su gabatar da ra'ayoyinsu, kuma masu nasara 3 za su samu babban jari. Abokan taimako su ne Allied Consortium Limited, IYD da Afro Arab.
The Zongo Shark Tank, a show that supports young Zongo entrepreneurs to realize their dream businesses. This initiative is in line with SDG Goals 1 and 8, which stands for poverty alleviation and a decent work and economic growth. 3 winners, with each winner going home with 10,000 Ghana cedis. Business and technical support shall be provided.
Assalamu alaikum, lovely viewers. Ni ne naku Najat binti Yakub da ke gabatar muku da Zongo Shark Tank reality show, and we have 2 of our judges here. Lovely people who have Zongo at heart. The first on my list is Honorable Amin Lamte, a public relations and a communication consultant and a lecturer. Welcome, Honorable. And then we have Hajia Hikma Idris, a project lead at Enterprise Village. Welcome, Sister Hikma. I'd call on the first business to present. We have Hajia Asma Awuni Ayama.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My name is Asana Awini Ayuma, a student of Lakeside University College. The name of my business is Sana Pre-Order. It's an importation business. What I do is I import products or goods from China and serve it to my clients all around Ghana. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good morning. My name is Asana Awini Ayuma, and the name of my business is Sana Pre-Order. It's about importation of goods and services. The problem is easy access to general goods and services at the comfort of your home, reduces stress going to town to buy the product, but the kids spending so much on transportation and delivery. What I do is I go online, look for cheaper products from China, then I put it on my WhatsApp pages, my Facebook, then get customers who are interested. They join my WhatsApp group, then we buy in bulk at a cheaper price. When the product arrives in Ghana, then we just pay for the shipping fee and I deliver the goods to them. And they just don't need to go to town, take a car all the way to Accra to buy those products. So they just stay at home and they get their products. I do all the hard work for them. My target group are clients on social media, and those groups that I usually focus on is those people on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. That's mostly where I do my business. My shop is on my WhatsApp page, so you find most of my products in my gallery and on my phone. So those people on WhatsApp and Facebook is the groups I'm in. I have about 6 groups that I am in, so I just post the products there and my WhatsApp page and they join, and that's how I get my clients. 99% of people are using Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, and that's the difference I get. That's how I'm able to get my clients. Those people on social media are are easily accessible because they are all over Ghana. So I'm able to speak to them and then try to get them to join my shop. My solution, you only need data. So a data of 2 cities, you are able to get online. Whilst reading stories, we do business. And the pre-order business, you choose the product that you want, and then I tell you the price, you pay for it. In a day, that's when we use the flight. In 3 days, you get your product. If it's the ship, it takes 2 months before you get your product. But everything is done. We get you the follow-ups. When it gets to the China warehouse, we let you know. When it arrives in Ghana, we let you know. So when it's time for paying the shipping fee, you pay it to me, you pay it in a group, and then we get the product. I do my delivery straight to by personally going to meet my clients, and sometimes using the trusky as a means of transportation. I buy quality goods from suppliers who I've been doing business with for a while now, and it's less stressful, so the customer doesn't need to go all the way of going to town, going to different shops, trying to find out which shop has a lesser product, lesser price on a particular product, because most products on the market are very expensive, as at this time the inflation is very high. You simply need a phone and a laptop and data, or you are on a social business social handle. You connect to a large number of people, giving them affordable and quality products for an easy life. I use audio, text, and WhatsApp, Telegram to communicate how the business works to my customers. From communication, I communicate. This diagram talks about how the business works. I communicate to the clients and those on WhatsApp and Facebook. Then the product is shared in my WhatsApp group. They order and pay. Then I order from China. And when it arrives in China, the warehouse in China, I let them know. When it arrives in Ghana, I let them know. They pay the shipping fee. Then the product is sent to the client. My business model. Through recommendations from certified clients, I'm able to get more people to join my business. Selling on Facebook and WhatsApp groups has also made my clients increase, and selling physically to clients at their offices and to friends, particularly at my office, I'm able to sell to them and my friends from school and others. I buy in a group. The minimum order quantity may be 10, 15, or 20, and the maximum order quantity can be 100 pieces. So if I buy 100 pieces of a particular product, it will be lesser than buying 10 pieces, because the 10 pieces will be more expensive. So when we are many and we buy 100 pieces of a particular product, we buy at a cheaper price. For example, buying a product that costs 200 Ghana cedis, that's including shipping fee, is sold at 250 Ghana cedis. Selling 10 pieces, I get a profit of 300 Ghana cedis, and the 200 Ghana cedis consists of my transportation and stationery, which is the expenditure. My client increase as I advertisements goes on in my WhatsApp group and on my status as well. My clients recommend me to others, and existing customers keep on buying from me. My competitors are pre-order groups, Cap Farms, Samsung, China Mall. I create a customer friendship kind of relationship to keep them buying from me. As at now, I'm trying to raise about 5,000 Ghana cedis by saving bits from my profits. If I'm able to get like 4,000 Ghana cedis to get a good phone and laptop, which will make it easy for networking. If I should get 5,000 Ghana cedis from Zongo Shark Tank, it will be a positive light on my business. A phone at 1,500, a laptop at 1,500, and a product purchase at 2,000. That I will sell to my clients, and that will boost my business. My marketing strategy, I deliver to my clients mostly personally, and a few times through Uber or a delivery, depending on my clients. My projection: increase in capital, easy purchase of goods and services, sell to clients and increase in clients, increase in profits. I'm a human resource business administrator. My team are my 2 daughters who help me in delivering the goods. My pre-order has been in existence for a year now, but I have 8 years in experience in making beaded slippers, selling of Richard's class online. I intend to teach how to do importation business as my business grows.
I am very impressed with your delivery.
Now,
But you've not specified your target audience or customers.
my target groups are mostly people on social media handles.
They are on social media.
Yes,
And then what is the product you're talking about?
The products I'm talking about are electronics.
What are they?
We have the mini fridge I mentioned, the washing machine. We have fruit juices that some of them you just use your hand to press it and you have your juice and you start.
Let me ask you, do you have any idea about the definition and explanation of demand and supply in business?
Sure.
Explain.
Demand and supply. And as prices increases, the demand for a particular good may reduce. Causing supply may increase. But if supply should increase,
Come again. What is demand
demand
in business?
in business, demand is whereby people desire a particular product at a given time.
Your customers are online.
Yes.
How would you know that they are demanding, they are looking for the product that you sell? So that is why I want to find out from you your understanding of demand and supply. So tell me, demand under your jurisdiction as a businesswoman,
Yeah.
how would you define your demand?
Yeah. I've been observing movement on my Facebook pages and my WhatsApp pages. I post the products in them, most of them, and the person contacts you. So the number of contacts I get me to realize which kind of particular product that these people want. So those products are what I bring mostly. I have this folding chopping board. Most women want flexibility. This chopping board can be used as a bowl and also as a chopping board. So most women like this kind of this
So what about
new
supply?
technology. Supply depends on the number of customers I get. So when the number of people increases who want this particular product, I'm able to supply at a higher rate.
Really?
Sure.
All right. I think he really mentioned something I wanted to talk about. I felt like you didn't really define your target. When you tell me 99% of your targets are on social media, who exactly are they?
I'm talking about young and older women and younger ladies. They are mostly my targets, even though a few men who buy for their.
Yes, I understand. So when you say 99% of people are on social media and they are your target, what I want to understand is that how do you know they are your target? How do you know that a random person on Facebook or on your WhatsApp will be interested in the kind of products you sell?
I've been on Facebook for a very long time before starting this online importation business, and it's from my observations of how people come online asking for a particular product. This is what I want. This is the type of machine. Can I get it? Where can I get it from? So when I sat down for a while and decided that, so if I am male and female groups, and you get men and women wanting this particular kind of product, why can't I create this business? I will be able to make profit out of it. So for my observation on what they talk about, that's how I got my 99%. Because I'm on six groups, and that's what I've observed all over the groups. Some are business and some are private groups.
Okay. So I'll advise that maybe in the next future, or maybe you could probably work on your defining your target and the kind of products you intend to sell. Because in your presentation, I didn't quite get what you are selling. And then the next thing will be, you mentioned making things easy for people. I think you mentioned the fact that you sometimes deliver the things yourself. Isn't it difficult for you? Because if you are trying to make business easy for the regular person, you should also look at how you are going to make it easy for yourself. Because how will you be able to deliver items from one person to the other person and the next? Is it the aim? Is the aim to meet your clients, or you just want to meet your clients?
Most times I like meeting my clients to create a relationship, and sometimes I make it easy for some of them. Some of my clients are mothers, fresh mothers, and the person wants the product and can't move around, and they don't want to pay more for delivery. So by making it easier, I usually deliver it to them or give it to a trustee to be delivered.
Okay. Lastly, you did mention of some companies as your competitors, and I think they are really big companies. Aside them, I really think there are local people who are doing what you are doing. I think you need to identify those people as your competitors. Pre-order groups.
Yes.
Okay. They were not specific. When you say
Oh,
pre-order
I should
groups,
have mentioned
yes,
their
which
names.
which business is that? Because you can't just say pre-order groups.
They are importation groups like me.
Like you, what are
Yes.
their business names?
We have all imports.
Yes. So when you say pre-order groups, I will not understand. So when you mention this company is my competitor, this particular company is my competitor, they are your real competitors.
Sure.
You are a startup. You just began, and not the big ones till you get to that level. All right. So that will be all.
I'm still with you. With regards to this issue of competitors, I just want you to get it clear that China Mall and the other mall, businesses that you've mentioned, they are not your competitors. They are not your competitors because if you look at their style of business, they deal with countless methods in their businesses because of demand and supply. People walk into their premises or their shops to go and buy products. Do you have a shop?
No, my shop is on my phone.
Exactly. So they are not your competitors. They are using both the social media, okay, and then the actual essence of business is to identify your target
Groups, yeah.
customers and know how to give out whatever that you have.
Now,
But Hajia was talking about the 99% that you've mentioned. I think it's very erroneous. Do you have the data to indicate that you've done a research or you've investigated and be able to arrive at that percentage? As a business person, when you're presenting your business proposal, you need to be very careful. Make sure the data and the figures you are given are verifiable. Now let me ask you, how did you arrive by this 99% of assurance that what you are doing is right?
it's from observation.
What observation?
Importation group.
Explain the observation.
My observation of other importation groups. I'm linked to some. Watching how they do their businesses. So I get to see that how I am doing my and getting my clients is different from theirs. So they are far away. Most clients are in Accra than outside Accra.
You have to recheck that one. Now, before I hand over to Ajia, we have some few minutes to wrap up with you. Now, do you have a system that receives feedback from your customers? To all intents and purposes, you cannot deliver your goods 100%. You may have problems coming from the delivery. You may give it to someone to deliver, maybe Okada, maybe a Trusky, maybe in the process, they may have a problem and the customer would want to put before you a complaint. What kind of system do you have for feedback?
Usually I communicate with my customers on WhatsApp, and when I'm about to deliver a good to a customer, I call the person to let them know that this is the number, the car number of the customer, the driver, and the name.
Have you ever received any complaint from your customers?
No, please.
Really?
My product gets.
When did you start running your business?
It's been a year now.
A year now?
Yes.
And you've never received a complaint from a customer?
No. Unless it's taking time for the product to arrive. That is when they complain. But delivering the goods, no.
No. How do you know their specification of what they want? If you're ordering, do they first of all call you to place an order before you?
We talk and then we communicate on WhatsApp. The person describes the product that he wants. I go online, source for it, and show the product to the person. Is it exactly as you want? This is the size, and this is what he said is okay, before I order for it.
Now, before going to Hajia, you've mentioned that you buy the product at 200 Ghana, and then you factored the delivery, the movement of the product to the final consumer, added to make it 250, right? Is that right? What about the communication that you use to communicate with your customers? Do you consider to inject the cost of data? Because I didn't hear you talking about that.
I put it together as stationery.
Why?
To make it communication.
What is
easier.
stationery?
Stationery comprises of books, pens, and those.
So why would you want to link data to it?
Right. So okay. So lastly will be I think you need to do a proper market research.
Sure.
And define your target audience. And I'd like to ask if you have plans of maybe creating a website or building a mobile app for your business in the future.
Yes, it's. I've been thinking about that, but it all depends on money. Right?
Yes, I know. I'm just asking if you have plans of that, because all those things make life easy,
Yes,
and that's the core of your
Yes,
business.
please.
All right, sure. So thanks for coming.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. Assalamu alaikum.
Not yet. I'm winding up with you. I started and I'm winding up with you. You were talking about the business that you do. If we want to underpin the business you do under the community that is running this very important program, Zongo, how many Zongo personalities or people have phone, have laptop? If indeed your business is within that perimeter, because this organization, Zongovation Hub, their target is the Zongo community. So it looks like all that you've said, you've not specified that this is targeted at our Zongo people. How many of them do you think that have the mobile phone, the laptop, to be able to benefit from your business?
Wow. At the moment, most of the people in Zongo that I'm related to have phones, and most of them are in my groups. And the groups, I'm almost in most Islamic groups, and mostly students. We have students, we have graduates. Let's say I've not gone to the local, but the local I go to them personally to show the products to them. But with the graduates and the students, madrasas, most of them have phones that they use for as I'm part of.
Meaning, if I don't have phone or laptop, I cannot patronize your product.
That's why I said I usually take the products to show it to them personally.
Okay,
Yes.
that's okay.
Oh.
Now, you were requesting for 5,000 from Zongovation Hub. Why 5,000?
At the moment, the phone I use has a problem. It takes space. So it's very difficult for you to add apps. Doing this business, you need.
How much did you start with the business last year?
I started with 500 cities.
500 cities. So what is your capital now?
Now I have like 800 cities.
800. So when you
Yes.
started with the 500, how much was your first revenue?
My first revenue, I got about 200 cities.
In addition to the 500?
Yes.
So that's the profit?
Yes.
After taking out certain things,
Yes.
how much did you take home?
I took about 100 cities. As time went on and inflation started increasing,
Do you have any other business apart from this business?
yes, I'm working. So I factor some of.
Do you have anybody supporting you, help you in the business?
No, the people there is only.
Do you think that is viable for you to work as the CEO? You are the staff, you have everything of your business?
The business hasn't grown to the limit where I can add more people to
You
it.
are just a starter.
Yes, please.
Good. Looking at the economy that we have in this country, that is quite a bit shaky, quite unpredictable. Do you think that a 5,000 is enough for you?
It's not enough, but it's a starting point.
Starting point, I see. Once again, we want to thank you very much for coming. You're such a very tough woman, very enterprising, and very promising. Now, as Ajia said, you need to take a look at what you presented, try to add value to it, especially the marketability aspect. You need to identify and define your target customers and be able to know what to do at what time. Don't consider only online business. Okay, you may also rely on one-on-one marketing where your family members, friends, colleagues would also help to market your products. Once again, thanks so much for coming.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I'm in the person of Usman Danamiji Mahama from the Upper East region of Ghana. I'm a professional teacher and a graduate of University for Development Studies. I'm a young farmer who is engaged in the production of nutritious variety of rice, which is agra, and its processing. The name of my business is Usdano Farms. I'm in the person of Usman Danamiji Mahama from the Upper East region of Ghana, to be precise, Navrongo, and a graduate of the University for Development Studies. In 2015, when I was doing my final project at the university, I worked on impact on a topic that is impact on income distribution on education. There was an income inequality in income distribution and its impact on education and health. So as part of completing the project, I had to move from one household to another in taking data. And I realized a peculiar problem that is being challenged with our Ghanaian households. The problem in Ghana, most family heads are being challenged with how to feed their families, and this is as a result of insufficient food in the market coupled with high food prices. Rice is a staple food that is grown in all agroecological zones, just like Navrongo. Somewhere around 2008 to 2019, rice has experienced a significant growth of about 10% annually every year, with a particular significant jump of 25% in 2019. However, the domestic production of rice is still lagging behind demand, as more of the rice that is consumed in the country is imported. This is according to the MOFA statistics in 2018. Especially as consumers become more urbanized, this reflects the growing preference for rice among the Ghanaian households. The high reliance on imported rice raises concern about the foreign exchange imbalances and the vulnerability of shocks in rice prices internationally. According to OEC, that is Observatory of Economic Complicity, in 2020, Ghana is the 20th largest importer of rice, after importing about 391 million worth of rice in the country. In that year, rice is the most popular third import. My solution, as part of the activities to alleviate some of the problems that Ghana is facing, I decided to engage in the various activities. One, that is the commercial production of the nutritious variety of rice, which is agra, and then its processing. By so doing, I will help to alleviate the problem of poverty, hunger, and then joblessness in the society. The market opportunity. In Ghana, rice is a strategic crop that is grown for both profit and food. The rise in population, urbanization, and the shifting of consumer preferences all contribute for the rise in rice consumption in the country. According to MOFA, in 2018, that's MOFA statistics, the paddy rice output that is produced between 2008 to 2020 is about 302,000 metric tons to 987,000 metric tons, with about 181,000 metric tons to 622,000 metric tons of the rice being milled. With rice, with a significant annual swings, in 2020, there was an estimated consumption of about 1,450,000 metric tons of rice being consumed in the country, which is equivalent to a per capita consumption of 45 kg per annum. Until 2025, the rice market in Ghana is forecast to have reached 2.67 billion retail prices. That's increasing at a consumption annual growth rate of 12.22% per annum for the period 2020 to 2025. My major target is the low and the middle income families. My business model. I sell my rice to wholesalers, retailers, and direct to consumers of good standing, either by cash or credit. For every year, I sell about 50 tons, I produce and sell about 50 tons of rice. For every 2,200 I expended on an acre of rice, I expect a revenue of 3,300 Ghana cedis. And that is to say, I'm expecting a profit of 1,100 on every acre of land. I expect at least not less than 15 bags of rice per an acre of rice. For this year, I cultivated about 20 acres of rice. My expected expenditure is 44,000 Ghana cedis, and my expected revenue is 66,000 Ghana cedis. And my expected profit, if all things being equal, is 22,000 Ghana cedis. My key metrics. For the past years, I have always been able to pay off a loan facility I acquired from the bank to invest in the rice farming. One of the key metrics is the production of a good quality at a low cost. Then an expectant output of at least 15 bags per every acre of land. Adequate amount of fertilizer should also be counted whenever I'm dealing with the rice production. My competitive analysis, that is my SWOT. For every activity, I have my strength, I have my weaknesses, I have my opportunities, list O, and I have my threats. No, I have my threats. My strength is my knowledge in rice farming and the massive abundance of land available to me in the northern part of the country. My weakness is the lack of funds. Opportunity is a high demand for rice in Ghana and Africa as a whole. My threats, one of the major threats is the importers of rice, and the other is my colleague rice farmers. I believe with the production of high quality, clean yield, and the reduction in price, I will be able to overcome all these challenges. However, with the support of Zongo Shark Tank, I will buy 20 bags of fertilizer. That is Yara, a urea. This is what gives us yield because we've already started production. So this gives us the yield. I'll buy 20 bags of fertilizer at a cost of 8,800 Ghana cedis. A bag is 440 Ghana cedis. Then the transportation for the fertilizer will take 240. That's 12 cedis per bag. Loading and then offloading of the fertilizer will take 60 cedis. That's 3 cedis per bag. Payment of labor, that is those who will broadcast the fertilizer onto the farm, will take 350 Ghana cedis. That is 35 cedis per person of 10 people. Then I'll rent the service of a combined harvester, which is very important, at a cost of 9,000 Ghana cedis. A combined harvester takes at least not less than 450 cedis per an acre of land. Then labor for bagging the paddy rice will take 500 Ghana cedis. My market strategy, as I rightly said, my major target is a low and middle income families in the country. I sell my rice at a reduced market price of the paddy rice. I produce clean and then healthy grain. With the use of the combined harvester, unlike any other process, it produces a rice that is clean. When buyers come, they look at the rice, it's clean, they don't go to your competitors, they buy your rice. Projections. In the next 12 to 18 months, I wish to have my own startup capital, increase my land size from 20 to 50 acres, improve more on the quality of yield of rice I produce, and increase the labor force from 10 to 20 as I'm working with. These are some few expenditures against revenue for the past years that I've engaged in rice farming. In 2019, I invested 5,000 and it yielded me 9,000 Ghana cedis. In 2020, I invested 7,000, it yielded me 16,000 Ghana cedis. In 2021, I invested 20,000 and it yielded me 31,000 Ghana cedis. This year, I'm expecting to invest 44,000 Ghana cedis, and my expected revenue should be 66,000 Ghana cedis, all things being equal. My team. Actually, I don't work with a team, but I go to the farm, employ labor force, that is those who are readily available to work. I employ them, and I don't employ less than 10 people. Currently, those who are at home working are 2 senior high school graduates, and then 8 they've not have the chance to attend school or have formal education, but they are there. So in all, I have about 10 people I'm working with currently. Thank you. I wish to thank Zongo Shark Tank, Zongo Vision Hub for this opportunity given to me. Thank you very much.
What is your educational background?
I think I completed university.
You think?
I completed university in the year 2015, and currently I'm pursuing my master's.
What did you pursue at the university?
I did mathematics with economics, and currently at my
What motivated you to get into farming?
As rightly said, when I was doing my end of year project, that's a 4 years project, final thesis, I did a topic that has to do with me going from one household to another to collect data. And that topic is inequality in income distribution and then its impact on education and health. When I went to one household to another, I realized that most family heads are being challenged with how to feed their families, because some of the questions you pose, they'll just tell you, I don't work. How can I provide this? So that's my motivation, that movement, that drive me into farming.
Is your business going to offer them free foods, not to pay for anything? Once your target is the low and the middle family?
Yes. My business for now, because I don't have that financial capacity, I would not be able to give the free food and that of the other.
But that was what motivated you.
It motivated me to go into farming simply because when I go, the produce, I will reduce the prices, sell, and the middle and then low income can at least afford, instead of going into the market and then suffering. One of the things we do is after harvesting, they come to the farm and you are ready to sell. In northern part of the country, mostly what happens is that at the point of harvesting, some people will come. I would like to buy 3 bags. I would like to buy 4 bags. And mostly farmers tell them no.
That is very well. Before I go to Ajia, well, I want to congratulate you for the delivery.
Thank you very much.
You seem to have identified what you are doing, your target customers, and then making sure that the right things are done. One aspect of it that I want you to explain further is the marketability.
Okay.
You talk about using the social media to sensitize and educate people about the product that you sell.
Yeah.
So is that all in terms of how to market your product? Because the vision you have seems to be very innovative.
Yeah.
But what is your marketing strategy?
As I rightly said, the social media is one of the avenues that I use to create awareness to consumers on the knowledge of me.
Which of the social media platforms?
I use WhatsApp because most of the now
go ahead, use WhatsApp and
yes,
what?
Mainly, I use WhatsApp.
Only WhatsApp.
WhatsApp because
why only WhatsApp?
That is why I'm coming there. WhatsApp because I'm involved in so many groups that a whole lot of people
Why
are in
not
there.
Twitter? Why not Instagram? Why not other social media platforms?
The next social media platform I could have readily used is Facebook. But looking from the part of the country that I am coming from, most of the locals, when they get these smartphones, what is in their head is WhatsApp. Which group do I belong to?
Why not using the traditional media platform?
The traditional media platform is used generally by the Peasant Farmers Association. When we have our harvest, they go to the radio stations and then announce that rice is being ready and all that. But the challenge with the farmers is that when they do that and they come, they refuse to sell.
Who are your competitors?
The importers of rice.
Who are they?
Well, for now we have Avnash. Avnash, although they buy our local rice.
How many of them do you know?
I know of Avnash and I know of one rice milling company.
What advantage do they have over you?
The advantage they have over me is they being able to process the rice to become polished. But we been doing it in the local way. After that, you have to parboil.
Locally, who are your competitors?
Locally, my competitors are my other rice farmers.
Mention 5 of them.
I have Honorable Tungo of the Yaba Kobori. I have I don't know the name. The name is Angama Farms. I have that of Honorable Inusa Fusini, who comes to the north. I have the MP for Boga, Adongo, Joseph Adongo, who is also there farming. I have Akoka Farms, that's about KK and Co. They are also there. And I have a lot of them. I think I've mentioned.
So what do you think they have that you don't have?
Machinery is one of the things they have I don't have. They have easy access to labor. That I don't have. Because I will always have to convince some of my youth to come with me and work because they think I don't have the financial capacity to pay them more.
Has anybody ever communicated with you regards to the quality of your products, the tastes and the viability comparatively with your competitors? Have you ever heard this?
Yes.
And what is the feedback?
The feedback is that I should improve more on it because...
Improve on what?
On the quality. Improve more on the quality simply because with those, my competitors, they have access to machinery and they have modern combined harvesters.
Does it mean that once you talk about this, meaning that the data you gave us is questionable?
No, please.
Now you are saying it now. You say
no,
that...
They said I should...
They are now identify something about your products, and the data that you give us seems to be very questionable now. If we want to get deeper to investigate, it means that you've given us the wrong data.
No, I spelled on it. With the investment, I spelled on it. I said improve more on the quality.
It's not about improving more. You can use that to cajole us. But I'm saying that if this is what you are saying about the feedback that you've gotten from people who comparatively tested your rice and the other rice and are saying that you have to improve on ABCD, then it means that your data is questionable.
Why I will differ from that is improve more, meaning it's improved, but I should improve more. Telling me to improve more, I think it's not something that is listen for me. Yeah,
all
thank
right,
you very much.
With me, I think there's a clash when it comes to you saying you are creating awareness on social media.
Yeah.
And in another breath, you said your target market is the low to medium income. So is it that you are just targeting those people? Like, please reconcile it for us. Like, yes. How do you tell us you are targeting them? You are doing this because of them, and then you are advertising on social media, creating awareness on social media. Okay. That's the first. Okay. And the second is we just talk about the quality of rice and everything. Okay. You know, Ghanaians, recently there was even a campaign on consuming local rice and everything, and it hasn't gotten us anywhere. Yeah. As a local rice consumer, what are you going to do about this in your own way? How are you going to ensure that a lot of Ghanaians consume local rice? Because honestly, I love the foreign brands than the local ones because they are more nicer than our local brands. So what are you going to do as an individual rice producer? What are you going to do about it?
Okay. The first question has to do with my target group. And you said my target group is the low and then middle income families. as part of my presentation, I spelled it out that I will sell my rice to wholesalers. I sell my rice to wholesalers, retailers, and then direct to customers or consumers of good standing, either by cash or credit. So this is to say, when I produce the rice, because of the credit issues that I have to go to the bank and then take, so that it wouldn't take a long time to pay off the loan, so that it will attract more interest. When the companies will come, I take a percentage and sell to them, then I pay off the loan. What is left is what I go into WhatsApp groups, tell them I have rice, availability of rice. So some of them do contract, and I'll tell them this is it. Because of the cost of transportation to the place of storage, they can contact me at the farm gate, and then I'll sell to them at a reduced price. And this is how I get to the locals I think I'm targeting.
All right, so like Mr. Amin rightfully said, why just WhatsApp? Because I feel WhatsApp is limiting to just your contact.
Yes, that is true. That's what I was saying. From where I am coming from the part of the country I am coming from, just WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, everybody knows it. But I think among the youth, those who are not educated, the most precious social media that they have or that they cherish is the WhatsApp.
Okay, so having said this, is this rice just for them?
This rice, it targets them.
It targets them.
It targets them.
Okay.
So as time goes on, when I gain my grounds and become who I think I want to be in the rice production, I think apart from them, I should not sell to anybody again.
Really?
Yeah.
So me in Accra, I do not deserve to have a taste of your rice.
You are a Ghanaian, why not? But those in the middle, I have a mind of alleviating something. Okay? I have a mind of alleviating something. But you are a Ghanaian, why not?
Okay, so he did mention about the competitors, and I think one thing as a business person is you need to identify who your competitors are, and by identifying them, you don't just say, okay, these are my competitors. You should know the companies. What are they doing that you are not doing? What are you doing that they are not doing? And what is your advantage over them, or what is their advantage over you? You don't just say, these are my competitors, and just mention competitors just as it is. Just mention the company names. What are they doing? That way it shows that you are interested in what they are doing to improve on your business.
Okay.
You understand? That way you get the quality of what you are doing, not just trying to do your own thing without knowing what the other people are doing and what the demand of their product is like. So you need to work more on that.
Okay.
Very well. Let me get back to you. One aspect of your presentation that impressed me so much is your SWOT analysis. Your SWOT analysis, what is the S? Your strength?
My strength, the knowledge I have in rice farming, and the massive availability of land in the northern part of the country.
Who justified to you that your knowledge in rice farming is viable? Have you been trying to test it for this confirmation that you have a strength in rice farming?
Yes, yes, because others come to me.
You've mentioned that people have raised questions regards to the quality of rice, and you are saying that is your strength?
The quality, I said, sorry sir, they said I should improve on the quality. And with my quality of rice,
it means that it's not your strength. True or false?
On the scale of
true or false?
On the scale of 1 to 10, sir.
Let's move to the next one. That is S. What is your weakness?
My weakness is W. Is the lack of funds. Yes.
That is a very good one. So how much did you start with your business when you got into this business?
Yes. When I started actually with like a backyard farming.
How much did you invest?
So the backyard farming is basically you have some half an acre, you invest less than 300 cedis. 300 cedis. 300 cedis.
So what was the profit that you realized at the end of the day?
In 2019, I started with 5,000 Ghana cedis.
5,000. What was the revenue?
The revenue was 9,000 Ghana cedis.
And the profit?
The profit is 4,000 Ghana cedis.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so that is why you had the courage to project that 44,000 could be your capital, and you can realize it's 66,000.
Exactly.
And then the profit could be
22,000. Yeah.
That is great. So let's continue with this SWOT analysis.
Okay.
So the weaknesses is the funding.
Yeah.
And then the next one is what?
Opportunity. Yeah.
What is it?
Well, the opportunity is the demand for rice in Ghana and then Africa as a whole. And this data is being backed by the statistics that MOFA comes out with the amount of rice that is consumed in the country and then the amount of rice that is imported to the country.
And the final one, what are the threats?
The threats is the importers of rice. And
why?
The importers of rice. Why? This is because with the importation of this polished rice, they tend to scare the Ghanaian consumers away from the love of local rice. And I think policies should have...
Are they the only competitors?
And the local rice producers.
Exactly.
And as I rightly said, and I was telling you about, they telling me how to improve on the quality of rice. This is because with those people I mentioned, they have modern day machinery. We run after them to rent the services of the machine. At times, they don't give us. At times, they give us. When we run to them and they refuse, our next thing is to go to the local man who has the, what's the name? The olden days machine to come and then harvest our rice for us.
I'm okay. Before I wind up, I'm handing over to Hajia so that I will bring up my final comments to you.
So I think that would be all. But in the last slide, the contact details, were they your contact details? I didn't.
No, please.
But I think they're supposed
they
to
are
be...
the contact. So
more or less like referees.
exactly. To know further checks.
Okay.
Justify all that he put
Okay, I thought it was supposed to be your
My
business
contact
and how to reach you in case of someone who wanting to do business with you or something like that.
Yeah, I think that should be something that I was confused when the email was sent.
The guide was
because
sent.
it said contact details,
Okay.
name of contact person.
Okay.
That was what came. So I think the name of contact person should be somebody they would like to contact about what I am doing. So that's why I provided that.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's now.
I personally just want to congratulate you
Thank you very much.
and commend you. I am super, super excited.
Thank you.
And I'm not saying maybe you'll be able to scale through, but I'm saying that I'm super excited.
So we are at the final session of today's episode. Honorable.
I think that this very episode or edition, for me, the true personalities are winners. Undoubtedly, we need a winner who is going to proceed ahead. But I want to be sure that even the loser could even still have an opportunity to all intents and purposes. So I just want them to understand that all of them are winners. But depending on the presentation and the things that are there as signifiers for us to be able to determine the winner, that is why we are coming for the verdicts. And first of all, let me commend them highly. And when they are done, I want them to even share ideas with each other so that they can help to upgrade themselves. On what I have, based on what I score, because it is electronical, I did it and I did it without even knowing what I give to my sister and my brother. When it was brought back to us, we saw that this is what we have. So my brother, the name of the company again is Osdano. He is able to attract 76% out of the 100% that we are anticipating. Shall we put hands together for him? And my sister, Sana P, all the rights, she's able to get 44.5%. You know, 44.5% for me is amazing. Because the business is an individual business that she does. But his business is more broader, is more bigger. in stature and everything. So as I said, all of you are with us. We congratulate you once again.
So as he said, we now know who's going to the next round. So I'd just like to commend both of you. That was great delivery. And I know Zongovation will not just leave Sana pre-order on her own. I know they will help you if this is something you truly want to do. I know Zongovation is there for guidance. You can always go back to them, so they won't just leave you to go. So I think that's laudable. Reach out to Zongovation, and please, whatever we said, please go back and then work on it and then improve upon your business. It's the sole aim of the initiative. So I hope and wish you all the best. So thanks for coming and thanks for taking advantage of the initiative.
Hello, Honorable. Good to see you again. How did your session go?
Thank you very much, Najat, for having me. I don't know even how to describe my joy because I've heard about this concept, I've heard about it, but once I was invited to be part of the judges, I can tell you today is my happiest day in life when it comes to issues related to the Zongo community.
Thank you so much. What are your final words for the subsequent businesses?
No, I am just going to encourage you, Zongo Shark Tank or probably Zongovation Hub. You guys are doing a great job. And this is a platform where business executives, corporate entities would want to use such a platform to exhibit their CSR, that is social corporate responsibility, to come and support you, give money to you so that we can take a lot of our brothers and sisters from the streets. Because what we are doing is to empower them, those who are into businesses. We want to establish that cordial relationship with individuals in the community and the young ones who are coming up, especially those with the spirit of entrepreneurship. So I think that I'm super excited. I know the government and corporate entities who will be watching this program would have to come to your aid, just to come and give their widow's mite. Probably that is going to help to change what is happening in our community.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
How was your experience?
I think it was a good one. It was a good one. I don't think so. It was a good one. Yeah.
Great. What was your takeoff during their pitch?
I think they came prepared, especially the last guy. He came prepared. He had his data on point, and I think that was a very laudable thing to do, to come with your data on point and to know what you are about. Yeah.
That's nice. So what are your final words to the subsequent businesses coming?
To the subsequent businesses coming, from what I judged moments ago, I feel like they need to identify what their markets, to identify their market research, to identify their target audience, and to identify their competitors. You don't just say you are into business and then say I have competitors and end it there. You should know your competitors. Who are my competitors? Which companies am I competing with? Which people am I competing with? Identify your market people. Don't just say I'm advertising on social media. Do your proper market research, and then at the end of the day, be presentable. Show us the data, real data facts, and not just theory, and then make it practical and make it interesting for everyone present. Yeah.
She says to be presentable and do your market research. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, Jan.
You're welcome.
Thank you.